I've been.
Hello and welcome back to Unhinged with Rylan. I'm gonna be very honest with everyone today. I just took like a 3 hour nap and I like slipped into a coma. I don't know what was wrong with me. I slept so hard that like I woke up and I just didn't feel good. Like I slept so good and I think you can tell like I'm not woken up yet. I literally laid in bed and I've procrastinated doing this episode all day. Um, I have. I really procrastinated it. But anyway, week two. Buckle up. We have a lot to go over. Thank you to anybody who listened or watched the first episode. I appreciate you. Um, so first up today, I want to get into something that really caught me off guard, okay? And the thing about me is whenever I tell some like a story about somebody, I hope that they never see it. And this is one of those situations where I hope this one never sees it. But basically, I was at work the other day, okay? I was at work the other day and I was working and I was checking people out and this absolute diva comes up to me, okay? Like I'm talking bald, eyebrows done, okay, tattoos are cutesy, like all dressed up in like this outfit, like just bald diva, okay? And I mean that in the most like highest terms, like he was eating. Um Bald diva is crazy. I apologize to anyone um for this episode today. um but yeah, just diva. Like I girl diva down. I was diva down. Like I didn't even know what to say. I didn't know what to do. He was slaying so hard and I was like, period. And he was looking at me and just kind of like I couldn't tell if he was judging me or maybe just giving me my praise. I don't know. I don't know. And on top of that, for my visual listeners, I don't know what I look like. Okay. And I don't care. Um, and you know what? Later that day, I had a situation, okay? When I left work that day, not only this was a few days ago. Everything from this podcast is from my last podcast, so it's from Monday to now. Okay, it's Saturday. It is 9 p.m. on a Saturday. I started my week, okay, with that happening. And then on top of that, later that night, tell me why. I'm driving to go home. I get like 5 minutes down the road, and I'm talking those red and blue lights. Those red and blue lights came on, and I was getting pulled over. And I was like, like I'm being pulled over for my tags. Like I'll just get them done because they're expired. And like I'll just pay all the money and I'll get it off my record, whatever. Whatever. Um, so he quickly comes up to the window and uh, lets me know. By the way, he looked like Benson Boone. Like I thought Benson Boone had pulled me over. Um, so I was like, that's T. That's T. Anyways, Benson Boone had pulled me over. And there's really not much to say on it. Like he literally goes, your all of your back lights are out. My back brake lights were out. Tell me how. tell me how only one of my brake lights decided to start working. And like the day before, I had like followed somebody had to follow me somewhere and my brake lights were working. Like I literally had videos of them working the night before, and I literally told him all this. And then as I'm telling him this, he looks at my expired registration and then is like, well, your registration is expired. And I was like, I know. Like I told him that story. Um, and he was really sympathetic, honestly. He was really sympathetic. And he gave me a warning and then a ticket for the brake lights. And then I ended up changing my brake lights. Okay, it's not ideal, but it's something I had to deal with. It is something I had to deal with. I was so aggravated, and not to mention he was like my age, and like I was definitely taller than him. Like he was definitely cool at the end, but like, cops. The thing about cops is that they try to act like I'm just this liar, and I cannot stand it. Um, like they just try to act like I am just this huge liar, and I can't stand it. I every single time, like, okay, I had a mechanic instruct or not instruct. I had a mechanic look at my car, okay, like a month back, and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Like, I had my car inspected like a month back, and like before I could say bye, mechanic, he goes, "Well, we don't have state inspections anymore." And I was like, "It's not a state inspection." Anyway, he became cool at the end and he seemed like a chill dude, but why do cops do that? Like, you don't have to be some kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, I've had nice cops and we've chilled out and had fun. And then you have those cops that act like something crazy and it drives me off the walls. I cannot stand that. I can't stand it. Okay. I'm going to be real about that. I cannot stand that. And then the next day, you guys, me and my friends decided to go to Starbucks. Okay, we decided to go to Starbucks before work. Okay, and let me tell you, I know we're supposed to be boycotting Starbucks. I know that we're not supposed to like Starbucks, but how am I supposed to not support my baristas that hate Starbucks too? And like, I'll never give names or anything like that because I don't want my girlies to get fired. However, you know that the people who hate corporate the most are those baristas. So yeah, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna soak up the water and the energy and everything else and have some fun. Okay. Not to mention, I just love the people who work at my Starbucks. Okay, so I went to Starbucks and let me tell you guys, it was like 9 a.m. I don't do business before 9 a.m. Okay, I am a terrible, terrible person that early in the morning. And to my core, I walked in, they're playing Toxic by Britney Spears at 9 a.m. Okay. So, mind you, my walk in song, as everyone is looking at me, is Toxic by Britney Spears, a walk in song that I love. Okay. I gotta stop doing that. I keep going, like I was at work the other day and I was just like, I don't even think I'm like doing it like Tana anymore. Like I've lost the plot on it. I think I've lost the plot. Anyhow, yeah, they're playing Toxic. So I walk in, I get my friend a medium cha tea. She gets a cheese Danish, which I cannot do a cheese Danish. Like I've had such bad experiences. I don't know why. I just ate one time and it just did not sit with me right. And like when like something doesn't sit with you right, you just never want it again. And that's me. Like I was just like, eh. And then I got a large pink drink. Okay, I can't eat that early in the morning. That's crazy. And I just can't. Well, so we get our drinks pretty quickly. Takes forever to get to cheese Danish. And while I'm like sitting here, they're playing like Dark Horse by Katy Perry. Like they're just playing like the absolute hits. I'm having a fun time. Me and my friend decided to do something else before work. However, we couldn't because the Starbies did forget our cheese Danish. However, I did ask the girl and she quickly got it for us, so that was a plus. Never anything bad from Starbucks. They do get busy and I feel like they do forget a lot of things, and that would be me. So I can't hate. Overall experience 10 out of 10. However, my friend got a cup that had something written on it. However, I didn't. So I was kind of feeling beef there. Um, but yeah. Yeah, you know what? In the last week, there has just been a trend. Okay. A trend in people being absolutely awful. Like, I want to tell you guys what happened to me. I think it wasn't even like my last day. I think it was like because I've been on two. I've had 2 days off, so I was off today and I was off yesterday. I have to go to work tomorrow. Then I'm off for 2 more days. Um. However, people were being absolutely awful. Like my last 2 days. Like within my last 2 days, y'all, I had this dude came up and basically came through my line and was like, "Hey, yo, like." I was like, "Hey, how are you doing today?" And this man just laughs at me. Like he just laughs at me. He's obviously an old redneck. I'm like not in the mood. So I'm just like, so I just kind of roll my eyes and go about my day cuz honestly, I don't care. I don't care. That's just the fun part. I don't care. I genuinely have no care in the world. Anywho, so we go and we use his card. His card is through my company, by the way. So yeah. Anyways, he basically, I go to put in like all of his stuff to pull his card. It's not coming up. I'm having like issues with it. Okay, I'm so sorry about that. I had to pull out my other camera because my first camera died. Um, I'm gonna be so real. I don't know what the quality of this camera is giving. I haven't like recorded anything with this camera in like a minute. So just let's hope for the best. Let's hope for the best. Second podcast in and we're already having problems. Um, where was I at? So I was talking about him being mean and the card and everything. Well, anyway, so basically, I was in a good mood and I didn't have to, but I was feeling like I really wanted to help this man out. Okay. So, out of the kindness of my heart, I took him over, literally 3 steps away to my computer, where I looked up his card, offered to call to get him not only a physical card sent, but also to help him with any issues that he was having with it then and there. He complained the entire time, said he wanted someone else to help him. And then on top of all of that, the entire time that I was helping him, he was griping. Just griping, griping, griping. And I was like, dog, I'm the only one who can help you. I'm the only one who can do this. So if you want to do this today, that's fine. If not, give me another form of payment and bye. Once he said that, he was like, "Oh, I want to speak to your manager." And I'm like, "Girl, I am the manager." In what? In what? I'm helping you. That's what I'm doing. And then he was like, "Okay." And then he was like, "I'll call them later. Just give me the charge pass." And then he was griping that we've given him the same pass like 3 times. And I was like, "So someone else has explained to you this 3 times? All you have to do is call this number. Like, why aren't you doing it? Like, I know they've told you to do it. So why aren't you doing it? They probably haven't told you because you're rude." Like, I literally told him that and he left. Sometimes you gotta let him know. Sometimes you gotta let them know. And then one of my cashiers got this dude, okay? And they were nice. I'm not gonna be mean. They were really, really nice. But basically they were having issues with like the company stuff and just like there was a lot of issues and I was trying to help them solve it. Like I gave them 3 solutions that would have took like 5 minutes and they would have not have to went far. it would have been 3 steps as well. And I literally tell them these 3 solutions, and they literally look at me and go, "No, we just need to get out of here. We just need to get out of here." And I was like, "Okay, well, like, suit yourself. Like, ain't no sweat off me." And tell me while they look at me while I walk off, and I come back 20 minutes later and they are still here. Like, they are still there in the same spot. And I was like helping getting the lines down and stuff like that. And I literally asked the cashier, I was like, so they wouldn't give up on it, and they're like, no. And I was like, they wouldn't have even had to walk 5 steps, and I could have got them solved like that. Don't know why they didn't. Don't know why they didn't want me to help them. Okay, it always confuses me. Like, you go the harder route. Both of these people in this scenario went such a difficult route when all they had to do was listen to me, and I would have got them fixed up. Okay. And then, oh my gosh, there was this guy with a cooler. So a lot of times when there's promotions on stuff, like there's paper that there'll be paper on it from like a sale. So they had this paper on it. Um they had this paper on it, you guys. Literally listen to this. They had this paper on it. That one side it was like a sale price, and then this side um it was regular price. And I didn't see like the discounted price, or I would have taken it off and not said anything about it. However, that sounds so wrong to say like out public though, but okay. Anyways, so you guys, I had to change my mic. Anyways, so yeah, people were being so extra. I can't stand it. He like came back in and he was like screaming and just acting an absolute scene, and I was just like, dog, it's not that hard, come with me, we'll come get it solved. It was like $20. Like, I would never scream at somebody over like $20. Okay, maybe if they like stole it or something like that, but if something was just priced wrong, I would have brought it back. Then I would have brought the paper back and just said, hey, I bought this, it's saying it's this price, why wasn't it that price? T sis, T, like all you had to do it literally, and I was trying to explain to him and he kept cutting me off and yelling at me, and like just cutting me off and yelling at me and cut me off and yelling at me. And like literally like the people who were with me were like, he's trying to help you, like can you please shut up so he can help you? And then the dude like finally shut up and I got him set up. These are like old people, by the way, so I don't think they'll ever like see my podcast, and that's probably for the best. That's probably for the better. You know what I mean? And then we go to close the store, and this was like all in roughly the same day. Okay. We go to close the store. It's like 10 o'clock at night. I see this dude. He's been running around for an hour. He's like hitting his vape. He's obviously on some uppers. And I'm just kind of sick of it. I'm kind of sick of it. Okay. Not gonna lie. I'm over it. So I told my cashier to go, and he takes forever. And then he finally comes up and he's like, well, I forgot a few things. And I was like, hurry. You have 5 minutes. Comes back in 4. I go to check him out. He's griping. He's complaining. He's just literally, y'all know what he's doing. He's just griping and complaining and just being awful and whatever. I just realized I'm filming a podcast and I have like my phone thing and my remote just on my desk where all can see. That's hilarious. Anyway, um I feel like I this is going to be a terrible episode. I'm sorry. I feel like this is going to be a terrible episode. I'm all over the place. I'm not waking up from my nap earlier, and honestly, I have no idea why. I have no idea why. It's really bad at this point. Anyway, like I was saying, he just wouldn't leave. He was griping at me, and by the way, the whole time, because he does this like multiple times a week, I'm just sitting there like literally texting on my phone, and I'm like, It was like my work phone. Like I was literally putting him in the theft thing because like I literally thought he was stealing. Um, I don't feel bad about it. He's like super rude, and he's just like he's always in there super late, and he's just never a joy to be around. Like, how are you gonna come in late and then start griping at me? Like, I'm not putting up with that. That's crazy. It makes me sound like I am such a you know what at my job, but I just really can't stand people. Like, cause like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean you're coming in at 10 o'clock to buy a door? What do you mean you're yelling at me because the person didn't help you properly? What do you mean you're yelling at me because you want to be in home because you want to be at home just like I do? Then go home. Like this is a contractor. You make your own hours. Go home. Come in early. Like I can't help you. Don't say you're going to be somewhere at 5 a.m. if you can't get the materials at 5 a.m. or if you can't get the materials the day before. Like, man. And it's like, oh my goodness, contractors are never on time. Contractors are never on time. When did y'all decide to start being on time? Ugh. I'm going to go for a quick break, okay? Hi everyone, I'm here to promote Neuro's new Memory and Focus gum. Okay, this is mint flavored. They have all different types of flavors. Um, this is meant to be used as gum, but it's also used to sharpen your memory, sharpen your focus. It's to help you think better. And on top of that, it helps you kind of be more together. I am somebody who has ADHD and has a real hard time with memory and focus. I have been using this for 3 weeks to almost a month now, and I have seen a huge difference. So if y'all want some, it is linked in my TikTok shop, link down below. Thank you. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Um, if y'all didn't notice, by the way, before I get back into it, I do still have my products up here currently for selling my TikTok shop. I do earn commission off of that. So if you guys do, I have a lot of great stuff that you guys will be seeing throughout this video, just like my ad that I just had. Anyways, I don't think y'all can hear that. I think this mic is supposed to mute out background noise, so I don't think y'all can hear that. If y'all can, I'm sorry. My Nana has a dog and she just barks too much. Anywho, but that's pretty much it. My week was pretty crazy, okay? We had a ball diva. I got pulled over by Benson Boone. Oh, that's a good title. I got pulled over by Benson Boone. I'm so making that the title. Hang on, I'm literally taking that because I know I'll forget. Anyway, um, I want to get into the hot topics today. Y'all know I want to come on this podcast and I want to talk about things that happened throughout my week. However, I'm being boring lately. And there's a lot of stuff that I do want to talk about on this podcast, but it's a little too fresh on my mind. And I want to get over a lot of it before I really dive in and start telling you guys more. But for today, we're going to go through some hot topics and talk about some internet drama that I have noticed this week and that I'm ready to get into. And first up is the Chloe Cloud popcorn. So it is a diet popcorn. It's supposed to be like a skinny pop. Okay. Um I want to try it. I need to go. I should have like got it for the podcast. However, this is like a last minute situation. Um y'all, this podcast is like not wanting to work with me today. I'm gonna cry. Like everything is dying. My camera died, my mic died, this another mic is dying. I don't know what to do at this point. Anyway, Chloe Cloud. I want to try it so bad. Everybody was like really hyped about it. I feel like in the health and wellness community, and I feel like a lot of people on TikTok and Instagram were very excited to get into this popcorn. Um However, there were a lot of people hating it, being like, when will the sisters give up? Like, when will the sisters stop coming out with businesses and this, that, and the other? However, I feel like for Kim and Kylie and like Kendall, maybe. Actually, you know what? Just Kim and Kylie. Kim and Kylie have a lot of businesses and it gets overwhelming. So I understand that. And I think that there's a lot of sisters. So overall, the businesses get overwhelming. But I feel like Caitlyn Jenner with 818, I feel like that's kind of on brand for her. She's kind of like, I feel like she's that girl that owns a liquor company. Okay. Chloe has Good American and she has probably a bunch of different ones that I'm not remembering. And then she has the popcorn. I feel like those are really true to her though. Like Chloe made the denim where people of all sizes could fit into it because she, always talks about being a big girl and, or what she used to be. And so I feel like those are true to her, and I feel like it's true to Kendall, and I feel like the same thing with Courtney with Lemmy, like it's very true to them. So I feel like that makes sense, but I feel like when you're a Kylie or you're a Kim and you're just throwing so many businesses at her face, that's when it gets overwhelming. But I feel like I'm very proud of Chloe. Like I like Chloe, she's my favorite Kardashian. And I think she ate like it's so on brand. People are loving her popcorn. Um And I just like I see her doing that. Like I see her coming out with different flavors and being able to bring something truly healthy to the table. And you know what? Maybe for next Monday, I will try the Chloe Cloud popcorn. I hear it's at Walmart or is it Target? If it's at Target, I might have a problem because my closest Target is like 45 minutes away. And I hate going to Target. I hate going to Target. Going to Target is just awful because there's like one or maybe two Targets in my whole area, and they're always busy. I'm also upset because funny story, I went to go to Crumble. I went to go to Crumble during the Kardashians cookie week and to get their cookies because everyone was talking about Courtney's and was just talking about how they were nasty. They look really, really good. I was really want to try them. I ordered ahead on the app because I had work later. Okay. I set the GPS to go to Crumble because my Crumble is like 45 minutes away and I've only been there like maybe twice by myself. Like I've been there a bunch with my friends, but I've only been there twice by myself. Um so tell me how I noticed it says it's a 48-minute drive. And I was like, that's kind of crazy. Honestly, I said it was a 45-minute drive, but normally it's like 40 to 45 minutes. And it was saying that it was like an hour and 48 minutes. That's how long it was saying. And I was like, there's no way. I was like, there's no way. I was like, why is it saying this? I did it multiple times. It was like that. I look on the GPS, traffic jam. There's no other way to get to this Crumble, and you cannot refund the order until the next day. It literally stays on your app until the next day. I learned that quickly after. Um, because there's another city that and there's another route I could have taken. However, if I would have taken that route, it would have taken me all day to get those cookies, and I would have not been able to try them. They would have sat in my car for an hour where I drove everywhere, and they would have melted. So I had to refund it. So upset. So upset. I never got to try the Kardashian cookies. It really is a travesty. It is a travesty, and I'm very upset about it. Hi everyone. So today I'm here to promote the Peach Slices Jelly Mask Serum. Okay, so basically this is a jelly mask that is made up of 95% snail mucin. Okay, this, if you use it 3 times a week, can give you glass like skin. It is supposed to be used on top of their skincare, which of course I have, but this one specifically I love so much, and you can use it on top of your skincare
or anything that you want, it is linked in my TikTok shop link down below. I love y'all.
Sorry, I'm back. I had to hurry up and start charging my other mic because this one is on the verge of dying. You guys, I'm literally going through it. I'm going through it with this podcast. I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm probably gonna have to scrap the episode. I'm gonna be so aggravated. But yeah, so I'm really proud of Chloe. I want to try the popcorn. Didn't get to try the cookies. It is what it is. Honestly, it is what it is. Um, so next up, a topic that I have been wanting to get into on this podcast since last episode. Okay. I know it's only been a week, but I'm obsessed. Let's talk about James Charles. Let's get into it, okay? So I posted um a video. It has gotten like 300,000 views at this point, maybe 250. Um and I basically gave a timeline of like all the bad things that James Charles has ever done. And then as I did that, Kayla Mack and her sister and Evan Johnson's ex best friend. If you don't know like the Kayla Evan Johnson fiasco, you need to go educate yourself. Okay, I'm back. Okay, and I'm gonna be so real with everyone out there right now. I'm filming this the next day because I don't know why, but fate was not in it for me to film that podcast yesterday. I got halfway through it and both of my mic, all three of my mics died. This big one you see in front of me, I have these two small ones that I clip behind here, um, in case this one dies. And let me be very, very real here. Okay. I know. I know. But I'm back. So I was talking about the James Charles drama, and I was basically letting everyone know to go out and educate themselves against Evan Johnson and the James Charles situation because every single person who is around Kayla and Evan have all came out to support Kayla, have literally came out with this information, and Kayla has confirmed it. And people still want to rally around James, which I find really strange. Like, do we not remember that his own brother decided to not associate with him anymore because of these allegations and him admitting it and all this good stuff? Like, as far as you can go back, his friends are no longer friends with him. His brother has disowned him. Not a good person. And I feel like the average person can see it, but you have these pick me's out here who love him. And I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But you know what? I want to get on to a happier subject because I'm just so over the James Charles of it all. And I want to talk about something that really made my week this week, okay? Like, I'm going to be very honest with you guys. Lady Gaga, if you did not know, okay, she headlined Coachella, Love Slay. Well, immediately after Coachella, she goes to Brazil and does a free concert. A free concert, built a stage, like it was so professional. While she's staying in Brazil with her fiance, this woman literally is gathering, there is crowds gathering just to see a glimpse of her, okay? Like they're gathering just to see a glimpse of Miss Gaga. Tell me why Gaga is just having so much fun with it. Like Michael, her fiance, poked his head out of like the of the hotel and people were going crazy. People were going crazy. Okay. And then Miss Lady Gaga also decides to send out pizza for fans who have been standing there for hours. And it's like every time I learn something about her, it just makes me cry. It literally makes me genuinely in tears because she's just such a good, genuine person. And I'm so glad that she like just came out with this hit album, and she literally just in her entire career has just gathered the most fans at a single one of her concerts. It was 2 million people. 2 million people went out and saw her. And that just shows you like she stood the test of time. And I'm so proud of her and I love her so much. I've been listening to her for so long. Like Mother Monster for real. Um I absolutely love her. Like I just love her, and I am so ready to see the clips. I don't know if they're out now. I honestly haven't even looked. It's been crazy, as you all can assume. I haven't even looked to see anything. I have been watching the Coachella videos from her over and over again because like she just did so good. I'm so just I love her. I loved her set at Coachella. And then to see her at Brazil doing a free concert for fans, it just makes my heart so warm. Like she's out and about, she is in album mode, she is has and on top of that, if you haven't listened to Mayhem, chat Mayhem is so good. Like it reminds me of like an art pop and just so many of her albums kind of into one, and I think that she did that on purpose, and it's so delicious. I love it. I love it so much. And I'm so glad that she's back. Like, I remember a few years ago, it was probably before Chromatica. Okay, so this was probably like 2018. You know what I mean? Like, she released Joanne in 2016. Many people called Gaga a flop during that time. However, Joanne is such an underrated era. I think art pop is too. We'll get into that later. Um, But I remember people were literally going around from 2016 to like 2019 being like, oh, the kids, they don't remember Lady Gaga and like they won't know her like we do. And she's on the downturn. Like she's gonna pull a Katy Perry and just go down the drain. Because mind you, Katy Perry went down in 2017. They were looking for any pop artist to take down with her. Like we were fully going rap, okay? We were fully going rap in those years, and I don't know why. And then like after COVID, we hit the backside and we went back to pop music, mostly because the rap artists were not releasing. I will say that. Anywho, Chromatica comes out, everyone loves her again. Um, she's done movies, she's done a lot of stuff to keep her relevant, happy, and just love that. She comes out with Mayhem, such a great album. uh I could talk about Lady Gaga all day. Y'all just don't even know. I'm obsessed. I'm truly, truly, truly obsessed. And you know what? That leads me into my next topic because Lady Gaga, we'll get into it on this next topic because she definitely is in here. The Met Gala. You guys, the Met Gala is the night of when this podcast uploads. So I have a week, okay? Count it, a week to prep and to talk about the Met Gala. I love how I just automatically made my third episode of my podcast about the Met Gala. Like, not like everyone's going to be talking about it. What makes me different? Anyways, but I really do want to go over the Met Gala today, and I want to go to the Met Gala next week because I think it's such a fun podcast topic. Okay, so let's get into the Met Gala. So the Met Gala is Monday. Okay, so the real question is who is going? What is the invite list? Girl, give me the guest list. I hate when you go on YouTube and you have to go to like five different things just to find the guest list. And let me tell you guys, these top stories today are really gruesome. Like, girl, girl. Okay, okay. So if you don't understand the Met Gala, I really can't help you. So basically, you have these things called co-chairs, and basically, these are like the honorary people at this year's Met Gala, like the highest in fashion. Usually, they probably pay a lot to get there. I'm not mad at this one. I'm not mad at this year. Honestly, our co-chairs are Pharrell Williams,
who honestly I love. He comes out to just release like these absolute bangers and then goes into hiding and we don't see him for a while. Love, okay? I don't think he's um problematic, but if he is, please let me know down below. Lewis Hamilton, which I'm gonna be very honest, 7-time Formula One World Drivers Champion. He sounds hot. Hang on, we're gonna go down this because I know this man is hot. I don't watch F1. I'm not really a NASCAR person either. Oh, he is. Oh, he is, girl. He's gorgeous. What? And he's British, girl. Girl. Hang on. Stop the phone here. Eee! It is. So he is. He is. Oh. So, you guys, I wanted to see if I had a chance with Lewis Hamilton, and um, he has never confirmed his sexuality at this time. So, I don't know if I have a chance with him. Hopefully, he'll see this and he'll want to see what's up because that is a gorgeous man. That is a gorgeous man. Okay. Sorry to my man. Love you. But like, come on. Um Coleman Domingo. I don't know who Coleman Domingo is. Hang on. This is just me like trying to educate myself. If you didn't know, Coleman Domingo, he's an American actor. Um oh my gosh, I know this man. What has he played on? Let's get the back. He played on The Color Purple. That's probably where I know you from. Ruby Gilman, The Teenage Kraken, also where I know him from. I love that movie. Both those movies, honestly, slay movies. He played in Selma. I did watch Selma when it came out. I believe that was 2016, 2014. Oh my goodness. I watched Selma when it was out in 2014. That's crazy. I think I got it like from Redbox. Love. Love. Okay. Um, of course, ASAP Rocky. It makes sense. ASAP does kind of like he's had some interesting fits, but like I like it. He doesn't like usually wear a traditional suit. Let me take that back because I know that's a lie. And honorary chair is LeBron James. I believe the theme this year is like men's apparel or something like that. I'm really not. The 2025 Costume Institute benefit will honor Black with its superfine tailoring black style theme, inspired by Bernard College chair and professor Monica L. Miller's 2009 book, Slaves to Fashion and Styling. Okay, I love that. Oh, I love that. And the chairs. Okay, girl. Okay, I get it. I get it now. That's cute. I love that. Y'all, this Met Gala is cute. He's also the dad of two sons, RZA and Riot, with pop star Ariana. Isn't there like actually someone called RZA? Girl, there is. RZA's an American rapper and producer. Do you guys think Rihanna meant to like name her child after this dude? Are they related? Is that like lore I don't know? Should I go down that rabbit hole? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Ooh, okay. This year's guest list is looking cute. We have Andre 3000, period. That man needs more respect. If that's his right man, I'm thinking of that. Sounds like him. Uh, Simone Biles and Jonathan Owens, cute. Grace Wells Bonnier. I know I probably said that wrong. I do love her. She's cute. Jordan Castile, Dapper Dan, Dochi. I know I'm gonna say it wrong. It's Ao Idibri. Idibri. I am girl. I'm gonna butcher it. Cute. Love her. She was in Inside Out 2. Jeremy O'Harris, Brandon Jacobs Jenkins, Rushy Johnson. Spike Lee and Tanya Lewis Lee, Audra McDonald, Janelle Monáe, Jeremy Pope, Angel Reese, Shakari Richardson, Olivia. I'm not going to be able to pronounce that. I'm sorry, girl. Tyla, which slay. Tyla always eats. Tyla always eats. Usher and Kara Walker. Is that the full list? I feel like, I mean, I love that list, but I feel like that's a little lean. I feel like that's a little lean. I mean, there's always people who show up and whatever not. Oh, I would cry for Lord to go to this year's Met Gala. Girl, don't play me like that. Did your fave make the cut? Girl, I want to see if my Spike Lee. I don't think I said that. Iconic singer will also attend after invited by co-chair. Okay, we're down to the T. Pharrell Williams, you are my actual icon because he has invited Lord, BB Rexa, Nick Jonas, Doechii, Shakira, Lizzo, Mary J. Blige, and Shabuzi. I know that's right. I know that's right. I love how Lord is just here. I love that. I love that. We're also bringing in Angela Bassett, Adam Scott, Walton Goggins, Caleb McLaughlin, and Demi Moore. We also have comedians Chris Rock and Jimmy Fallon's. Girl, I don't think I am reading the right one. Yeah, this is the right one. This just seems like an interesting lot. Oh, okay. Include other stars to set the walk. Models Ashley Graham, Amelia Gray, Lisa Rinna's daughter. Okay. Love how she's listed up as Lisa Rinna's daughter. You guys, it is tomorrow at 6 p.m. So when you guys are listening or watching this, it is out at 6 p.m. today that this day is dropped. Girl, I'm seeing Lauryn Hill as a tag. I would gag if Lauryn Hill made an appearance. What is she doing these days? Girl, what is Lauryn Hill doing these days? Girl made one album and said, bye. Doing no. What is Lauryn Hill famous for? If you do not know what Lauryn Hill is famous for, I'm gonna cry. Oh my goodness. Okay. Lauryn Hill is currently active in the music scene. Having recently canceled her US tour dates due to vocal injury, she has been performing in the UK and Europe, and her tour is set to continue in North America once her health issues are resolved. Additionally, she has been featured on Nas' album King's Disease 2 and has been involved in various projects, including a soundtrack for the 2023 biopic Big George Foreman. Despite not releasing new studio albums, Hill remains a prominent figure in the entertainment industry, continuing to engage with her fans through live performances and collaborations. I'm going to be so real. I haven't listened to her in so long. I need to get back on that train. Um, but we need a Lauryn Hill album. I think that, like, honestly, she never will. Because how do you follow up an album that was just pure perfection? Okay? How do you follow up an album that was just pure perfection, honey? It was amazing. It was amazing. I'm going to say that. I'm going to say that out and proud. Um, let's see. How much time do we have left? We have enough time. Y'all, I really didn't even get into what I wanted to get into with the Met Gala. I wanted to talk about my favorite Met Galas. Let me get back into that real quick. Um, so, so. Tell me why. I was looking at the different Met Galas, and I think that the 2018 Met Gala was my favorite. What was the theme that year again? Um, 2018 and 2019, those Met Galas specifically were my favorite. It was Heavenly Bodies, Fashion, and the Catholic Imagination. Dare I say the best theme ever. You have Cardi B. I'm talking all of like the girlies out here just eating. Like this was prime pop culture too. Like everybody was dying to go to the Met. I feel like people are like now are just like, yeah, like I've been and I don't want to go. But like this was like back when people were like first being invited. Oh, you had Rihanna and that look. Girl, I love it. I love it. The 2018 Met was a time to be alive. And honestly, you guys, I'm lazy. I don't want to put all of the pictures up here on the screen. So pause this video, go search 2018 and 2019 Met Galas, and you will see what I'm talking about. Like the times were just simply so much better. Oh my gosh. Like I cannot explain to you guys how much. And then the 2019 Met Gala was really just drama. Like it was just pure drama. I don't know what the vibe was that night for them. Oh, but it was pure drama. Hi everyone. I am here today to proudly promote Bloom Nutrition, you guys. So I drink their greens. However, I get the berry flavored. It is my favorite flavor. I've got my whole entire family hooked. Okay, it is for digestion, bloating, and immune health. So basically, if you drink a spoonful of this is going to help your gut. So not only is it helping gut health, but it also is helping your immune system. It honestly is so good. I love the berry. A lot of people love the coconut. A lot of people love the mango. Berry is my go-to, and you can get it now linked in my TikTok shop down below. Okay. But anyways, back to that last topic that I wanted to get onto. So if you guys did not know, Cameron Dallas has once again come out of hiding. I don't know what happened to Cameron Dallas. Like for real, what happened to Cameron Dallas? Because it has been come on, why did that not happen? So it has been informed to me that Cameron Dallas is starting a live agency and it is like giving cash grab, okay? Like it's giving major cash grab. I think I'm gonna ask AI and see what happened. But yeah, and it was just like he launched this live agency, was saying that live was like the future. And then on top of that, like he just was giving rough. And then on top of all of that, not only was he giving rough, sis, not only was he giving rough, the link was not even ready. So he launched his business without it even being ready. Like that's when you know that you are just in it for a cash grab. I feel like why launch it before you can gain it's going to be a viral moment. You were like the it boy between 2016 to 2019. It's going to be I mean, you got to think Cameron Dallas went from being a Vine star to being a movie star. Like he went mainstream in a way that I truly believe that no other influencer will top because I was on Vine. I was on Vine, but I learned of Cameron Dallas through his movies. And like, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, y'all gotta go look up Cameron Dallas and see what's up. So it always confused me on like where he went. Like once the pandemic hit and it kind of cleared away, he was nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. This man went off the face of the earth. So let's see what AI has to say. Cameron Dallas, the former Vine star, has been in the news recently for some positive developments in his life. He and his girlfriend, Madeline, or Madison, girl, I can't even say your first name. Madison, I cannot say her last name, are expecting their first baby together. They shared the exciting news on Instagram with the baby coming July 2025. That's very close. That's next month. In the past, Cameron has also been open with his struggles with substance abuse and his journey toward sobriety. He has focused on self care and has been sharing glimpses of his life and relationship on social media. Okay, so why Okay, so you know what? You're giving so he went through it rough. He went through it rough. He's back now. His girlfriend's having a baby. He's trying to get his money together. I can see where he's coming from, maybe coming back through social media again. Who knows? Um Cameron Dallas has faced some challenges in acting career, particularly with his performance in Broadway musical Mean Girls. His portrayal of Aaron Samuels received mixed reviews. If you are a pretty boy on the internet and you fight your way to become a mainstream success, that does not always mean go on Broadway. Okay? There's so many examples of this. Just don't go on Broadway unless you like have that talent. Because, honey, it's giving like, I've never seen someone it be like, oh, they have mixed reviews. Issues with singing and acting. Here's the thing, Cameron Dallas is a pretty boy. He got where he got of his looks. I'm gonna be that real. He had some acting talent in there. I'll give him that. Like his acting did progressively get better. But like, girl, come on. Come on. There's not as many takes. Like it's not the same. You know what I mean? It's like a pop star singing acoustic when they can't sing. Um this experience may have impacted his reputations and opportunities in Hollywood. Additionally, the industry can be quite competitive, and transitioning from social media fame to mainstream acting often requires a different skill set and experience. Despite these challenges, Cameron has continued to focus on his personal growth and other ventures. That is what happened to Cameron Dallas, girl. That is what happened to Cameron Dallas. I I am gonna be so real. T, I mean T girl. I I can't hate on that. Like, what am I supposed to be like? No, it doesn't. Like, come on, get it together. Um, I feel bad. I feel bad for Cameron Dallas. Like, man is really on his downfall era. Like, man is really on his downfall era. I feel bad for him now. Now that I've done like the exclusive deep dive, and now that I know what's going on with them, reach out, give him a follow. You know what I mean? I want to see Cameron Dallas in movies again. Get him off Broadway, bring him back in the movies, okay? I want him to play like a social media influencer so bad. Like just this dumb dude that dates this girl on the show. I would die. I would absolutely die. Well, y'all, that's all for me today. I'm so sorry that that was such a chaotic episode. I know I'm going to be so stressed out trying to edit it and trying to make it perfect for you guys. If there's any issues in this video, or if you're listening to it and there's any issues with the audio, just know I am trying my best here. It didn't work. It was not one to work for me today. I don't know why. I genuinely could not tell you why. But yeah, that was Unhinged with Rylan, episode 2. Subscribe or rate me 5 stars on Spotify. And all of my links are, of course, down below, and where you can also go and buy some of my products that I make commission off of. So, yeah, do so.